As a content creator, you want to always find ways that you can get attention. People watch your videos, listen to what you have to say, and then when you get it, repurpose it. Well, today, I'm going to show you a feature that's been added to a tool that we've talked about before that you are going to love, because it gives you the ability to take what you got and repurpose it into some wonderful features for placards that you can put onto Instagram, put on LinkedIn, you put them on Facebook, on all kinds of platforms all the way around, based on the words that you said, based on words that your special guest said in that last interview. You'll get them. It's going to be so easy. So hang in there with me. And here's how we're going to do it. We're using the tool called Castmagic. We've talked about this before, and Castmagic is there. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have you with me here. It's just you and me here. We're going to sit down. We're going to walk through this. I'm going to move around a little bit and let you see what's going on, and you'll see there's the transcript you get, plus you get the content as well, the AI content, magic chat, but the one we're going to focus on right here is Studio. Studio is the one that's the new kid on the block, and hey, this new kid, as the new kid on the block, has got some really great potential for you. So what we're going to do is take a look at this right here. This is an episode that I did before. See, I'm going up here to the top. You'll see, do this to save your job from AI. A really good video you'll want to listen to and watch. And I went through this. I looked through it, scanned it over. I knew what I had said on some things, and I found a place right here at 8 minutes to 8 minutes 33 seconds, right in there. And I said, okay, I said something there that was pretty good. Now I want to use this as a quote, although there's a little bit more than I would want for just a quote. So I'm going to show you an inside secret that you can do. It's going to help you a lot on this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click here and I'm going to highlight this section right here. That's what I want. And I'm going to use my Command C, on my Mac. If you're using Windows, you'll use the Control C, of course. So I've copied it. And then what I want to do is I'm going to take this and I want to move it up here to the place where we have Studio. Notice up here on the top, right next to Magic Chat, you'll see Studio. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that. And then it takes me over into the studio. First thing you do, you get to see the wonderful Blaine there, who's one of the coders, one of the founders of this place, puts it together. Blaine, great job on the video. I like that. That helps us to get to it. And we want to bounce over here to Get Started. So on Get Started, you'll see we've got that up there. It's in the upper right corner of the screen. So we can see how we're going to get in there and get moving with this thing. And I'll put it right there so you can see it easily. The Get Started part. And then that will take me over to an area where it says, okay, what do you want to do here? We've got Clip Studio. And on a Clip Studio right now, the one that they have is Quote Card. So this is the new kid on the block, hasn't moved in yet to the new place down the street, but they're getting everything there. But Quote Card is available, and that's probably the one you're going to want to use most. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Quote Card, and then it takes you into this place where you can see, look what's going on. I'm going to move around a little bit over here and get out of your way so you can see what it's like. It put in the name of the title that we have, and we can also get it so that it can bring in just the text, but I want to do some work with this. You'll see that we've got the Clip Studio here that gives us the ability to change the style. And look at this, very nice. You can go in 1:1. You can go in there, let me move over to this place here, 1:1, 9:16, 16:9, or 4:5. Hey, I know those of you that heard of this thing called social media are going, hey, that's a pretty good little deal there. Yeah, it is. And then you can get your backgrounds. Right now they've got 5 backgrounds for us, which seem fine. I'm not real big on the colors thing, but it is important. I know it's really important, so you can do that. One we're going to work with later is Generate with AI. And you'll see down here, we can also look at our text, colors, etc. But here's what you want to focus on. All this other stuff is good. Right here, I'm going to click on this text. I want to double click on the title, and I don't want that one, but I'm going to paste in what I copied before. And when I paste it in, there it goes. It pops in all these the words that I had. And there were 3 sections that I said, this is what you want to do. So here's some of the inside secret of what you'll want to do on this. I'm going to zoom in on here on this so you can see it. Notice it put in here, you want to be able. I like the way it took my, instead of saying want to, I literally did say want to be better. So it's very casual, but you can take that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this. So I'm editing what I said, those 3 points that I made that I thought were particularly good. And so I'm going to start here, and I'll click on this and say, I'm just going to write in here, cut in on this. Here, let's get this to you wanna, and then the first letter B, delete that, and I'm going to say, be able to learn faster. Be able to get more information that's coming in for you very easily, be able to read faster, watch videos, listen, etc. Now, a lot of that I can get rid of. I don't need that in a real quote. So I'm going to get rid of this right here, right there. And it says, secondly, and I'm going to go over here, I'm going to change this, putting a word that I didn't use before, but because this is me, I'm going to put it in there. And I'll decap or make the letter B lowercase. Secondly, you want to be able to retain the information. And I'm going to get rid of this right here. Learn how to enhance your memory. I think I'll keep that in there. Be sure that it's growing. And then come over here, and you'll see I'm just editing this out. Highlighting this right here. And number 3, I'll take that out so it's a little bit shorter. It suits for that. You want to be sure it is extraordinarily relevant. Learn information that is relevant to your market that solves their problems. So that's what I want. And you'll see now it appears over here on the left side. You'll see that it was over there on the left side before, doing pretty well. Let me see what's available. Let me slide back here on this so you can see it a little bit more. And I'm going to move over here, and you'll see there it is what we've got. We've got a blue background, black text, which looks pretty good. I don't think that's bad, but let's see if we can touch it up just a bit and make it even a skosh bigger. There's a technical term for it, skosh. I can click on this right here. You'll see how it turned the background into a little bit different color. I tend to like this yellow. Putting some black text on a yellow background. Now, I'm no graphics specialist on this, and colors are not my thing, but those that are way, way smarter than me on this say sometimes that works really well. We can also use the pink. I think there's a place for that as well. Black would not go well. Write this down. Black text on a black background, not a good thing, but black text on a white background might be good as well. So we'll do it there. I'm going to go back to my old buddy yellow here because I just kind of like the yellow on it. And notice here on the text, we can click on that. It shows we got your aspect ratio. Put this in here. What I want to do is I want to take this and I want to take this text and be able to get a few things done with it as well. Notice the flexibility and the capability that's already built into this, even in the first stages. I mean, this is almost, I think it still is beta. It's not completely done. They're going to add a lot more to it, but they've done such a wonderful job with it already, they being the coders and the people that are working their magic on this thing, on Castmagic, and making it really nice. So I think some really good features are already there, and we're going to see even more. And so we come down here, notice what we've got here. Alignment, I can put the alignment to the left, or kind of put it in the middle for a quote. That would be very nice. And the position, I can put it kind of toward the top or toward the bottom. With all the text that I have in there, it's not going to make a lot of difference, but you could do that later on. The size, well, here I can make this maybe a little bit smaller so it would fit on there a little better, maybe put a graphic below, or I can make it a little bigger, but obviously we're not going to want to do a whole lot of that. I lose a lot of the text there. So I'm going to take it back to about 22, I think is pretty good in this case. Now, what I would like to see in the future, let me click on this kind of like if we were in Canva, I could click and move the bulk of that text down. That would be nice, would be good, but we're not doing that here. And it's got a weight of bold. I like bold, but I'm thinking normal might be a little bit more friendly. See, a little bit nicer on that. And then here's one I really like, text shadow. Watch this. I'm going to click on text shadow and look what happens. Comes in there like that. There we go. I'm thinking for this time, though, it might be best to leave it just like it is. So I've got that in there. That looks good. But then they get even more magic coming. Look at this one right here. Look at this, what we're going to look at. I'm going to move over here to the side so you can see what we've got. And it shows me I can, on this now, generate with AI. I'm going to click on that right now. And I have no generated images. That's not a problem because what I'm going to do is come down here and I'm going to give me a create a scene of a beautiful mountain with a lake in front on a sunshine rich day with a few birds flying around. Okay, something like that. And then I'll click on generate. And what it will do is it's going to take a few seconds on this. I'm doing this in real time so you can see how long it actually takes. As we're doing this, it's getting the generation, shows me that it's loading the images, and it's this meta prompt, and there we go. So I took just a little bit of time on it, but you see now I've got a very nice background that I can put into this, which is exactly what I want to do. Nice pleasant scenery. I'm going to click on that, and when I do, look what just happened. It put this in here. I've got the beautiful scene, a great quote there that I can put in, and I can put my name down there at the bottom. That would be something that might be real good. I'll come down here, put in here if I can. Now this is where I would like to see it a little bit better. I'm going to put in here, I'm going to put in Terry Brock. There we go. Because it's being centered, notice I put it over here and it's got my name right below it. So this one right here turned out pretty well. And I think we've got something that we can use here. So what I want to do now, I like it. I click on export. Clicking on export, give me a title, and I'll say prepare for the future. The future. There we go. And I'm going to click on submit. And then it's now exporting. Notice how long it takes here. It went through this. This is in real time. I did not pause it. It's done. And I'll click on download from there, and we can save it from there. Those are some ways that we can make this happen and get the kind of things done that we need. Well, now let me give you a few pointers I think you can use and take this and really make something of it. I did this video with just me on there. That's just me. So I went in, grabbed a quote I can use, and I can use that to repurpose. Then I can take that quote, put it into Instagram, put it on Facebook, put it on LinkedIn, put it many places on X, and say, to see the full video of this, click here. So now I'm building traffic to come back to my video, so we can do that. Or to listen to the podcast of this, click here, and then they get a chance to listen to the podcast. Think about how you can do that. And notice what I did. I took a quote that was me, but I whittled it down to size. A little bit too much for a quote screen that we would see real quickly, putting too much on there. But I pulled down to just the essence, and hey, I can edit it. It's my words. These are the words I have. You could do the same thing if you have special guests. Let's say you have a special guest on your YouTube channel or on podcast. You can go in and pull out what she said that was just golden, really good material. Grab what she said, edit it a little bit, put it in there, put her name in there, maybe contact information, and think about the way you can get people leaning into it. Right now, we're swamped with so much information. We're not lacking videos to watch. We're not lacking books to read. We're not lacking podcasts to listen to. What you want to do, though, is have yours stand out in a way that make people stand back and go, hey, that's pretty good. I like what he's doing there. Yeah. Ooh, did you see what she did this week on her podcast? Yeah, she did this. And then they want to lean into it and see even more of it. So that will be something real, real important. Oh, here's a quick ninja trick that can really help you a lot. This is something you're not going to find other places. When you start recording that interview with special guest, and you know she's going to say a lot, you're going to be together for 20, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it'll be. You're there. I want you to make sure you take a note and write it down. Remember all those things they used to have called pen and paper? Remember that? Yeah. Write that down. Okay, I'm looking at the clock and I see, okay, it is now 2 o'clock, that's when we start. You just make a little note of that. And then once you've made a note of that, you'll notice, okay, we got that there. And then the special guest is talking, you're back and forth of how you doing? Yeah, this is an important topic. It's good. And then special guest hauls off and says something really profound. And you go, oh my goodness, that was great what he said. Right at that moment, take a peek up to the clock, wherever your clock is, and go, oh, okay, it's now 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Write that down. 2 minutes, 9 seconds, or 20 minutes and 30 seconds, whatever it is, you write it down. Why? Because you want to put the time in there. I would just say, like, if it were started at 2 o'clock, let's say, and then at 2:18 and 37 seconds, special guest says that incredible phrase, write that down. So then when you're going back looking at the transcript, you'll know where to go. You go, oh, okay, it was at 2 minutes or 20 minutes and 13 seconds in here, whatever it is. You find that, then you can go in there and edit. In the post, you edit it. So you're now taking it. And what you could do is, if it's your special guest, you could say, I took this from what you said on our interview, and I really liked it. I've changed it a little bit so it fits this format. Does this suit you? Do I have your permission to use this one quote? Most of the time they'll say yes. If they say no, well, then don't use it. But if they say, yeah, that's it, or they might say, actually, I would have added this and this. Okay, or I shouldn't have said that, I should have said that. Excellent. All that means you're getting an even better quote. And that's what it's all about. Constantly improve, constantly get better. And with this tool from Castmagic, you have ways to do it. You're going to have a way that you're going to be able to get far ahead and be able to get a lot more done, reaching more people with it. So I would encourage you to take a look at this. After you export it, you've done all those good things. Let me climb back out of here. See, I'm just going to go back to Castmagic. I'll come up here to the top, X out of that, and there we are. So with Castmagic, you're going to be able to do these kind of things and even more. I encourage you to take a look at it and see what's available. As a matter of fact, one of the ways you could do that is over at Start Stark Raving Entrepreneurs. Bounce over to starkravingentrepreneurs.com. Take a look, and also we'd appreciate you liking and sharing, subscribing to this. That way we can give more information to you. It's going to be really useful and helpful. And got a gift for you here. Something that can help you with Castmagic and many other tools as well, like ChatGPT, Canva, DALL-E 3 is their one as we're recording this right now, their most recent. Udly, a great little tool for speech coaching. Being able to use that, and OpenAI, we describe all of that, and it's available for you free, no charge at all. Either go over there, AItoolsforbiz.com if you're catching this on the audio, AI tools, the number 4, biz.com. And if you're catching this on video, hey, there you go, a QR code, because I know you got your camera with you. You can go ahead and get that shot real fast, or freeze this and take a picture of it as well. So got some good things coming your way as well. As a matter of fact, some more information on Castmagic, so you can learn about it right here. Look at these and let us know what you think. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I'm Terry Brock. Thank you very much for joining me today.